slide through my city. Get a glimpse of the business minds of the Valley Committee.
Hey you, it's me, Dina Marie. So in this video, I wanted to talk about what's been going on and what my future plans are for the 2020 year. This video is also going to talk about trading stocks for beginners. So if you wanted to get started, if you didn't know anything about trading stocks, I was going to give a little bit of information about that and how to get started. So basically for me, a few months back in July, I was sitting on the couch, totally bored, scrolling through my phone, and ran across this article about a man named Curtis Carroll. Curtis Carroll, I'm not sure if you know about him or have heard about his story. There is a description below. There's a link if you want to read about it. Anyways, he is a convicted murderer in the San Quentin prison system. He taught himself how to read and write and also how to trade stocks from prison. So I was immediately thinking, what are you doing? You need to get out of this phone, scrolling through it, and research. So if you are interested in trading stocks, one thing I'm going to say, first things first, is do your research. Read as much as you can. Read. If you're not a reader, watch. There's tons of videos out there. But that's basically what I did. That's where I got started, is I decided to read as much as I could. I had a notepad. I wrote down anything that maybe didn't make sense to me, or if I had questions. I looked up definitions of words, terminology in the stock market that I might not have understood. Try to find out, how do you trade stocks on the market? Do you have to be licensed? Do you have to be a broker? Do you have to go to school? Where is this stuff done at? You know, I understood that it had to be done some sort of way, you know, electronically or on a platform. So as you see those commercials out there, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, I did some research on that as well, and found out that there are many platforms that you can choose from to purchase stocks. Some platforms such as like Robinhood, Webull, M1 Finance, there is not a minimum amount that you have to put onto the account in order to trade, purchase, sell any stocks. So I went with Robinhood, which, by the way, there is a link in the description below, where you can, if you click on that link and set up the account, you will get a free stock. So that's super cool, and I really enjoyed that. So after I realized that, okay, 1, do your research, 2, find a platform that works for you and set that account up, make your minimum deposit, $5, $10, you can start investing and trading stocks. As I mentioned, I started this about, a few months back in July. So I really wasn't sure if I wanted to put like a whole bunch of money. Mind you, I'm a beginner myself, so I don't have thousands of dollars to invest, but I knew that because of the information that I was able to find out, that you can trade with a fairly minimum amount of money, whether it's $500, $100. There are many apps out there that you can use. They're simulators. So you don't have to actually have money in an account. It's fake money, basically, and you can buy and sell stocks. They're actual stocks and they're actual data that is current. However, the simulators are not the real thing, and they don't feel the same way. You can trade and make a successful trade, but you don't really know what it feels like when you don't make a successful trade and you lose and you have to start over. So I don't recommend the simulators, but to each his own. I did try it out for at least 4 days. There's also other apps that you can download, Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, penny stocks. There's a lot of different things out there, and I'll talk about penny stocks in another video. But another thing I'll mention is that what I've learned in these past few months is that in the stock market or trading stocks, you have to have mucho patience, okay? A whole lot of patience. And another thing, you're going to read things on the internet that say like, day traders 90% fail. You're going to read things that if the stock market was so easy, everybody would do it. And some of that information is correct. However, I feel that if you have patience, if you are willing to invest into your future and you're willing to never give up, then you can successfully trade on the market. It is not that hard. I mean, sometimes it makes me feel like it's something like a video game. So, and I mean, I'm a girl and I'm doing it and I'm going to be successful. So just a tip, don't give up. Even if you invest a small amount of money and you make $2 off $100, whatever the case may be, don't give up. Keep going, keep learning, keep growing, because you will be successful. It's trial and error. And if you use a small amount of money to invest, to grow and to learn, then you won't fail. So just to recap, basically, first things first, read, educate yourself, learn as much as you can about the stock market, jot down key points, things that you might want to have, that you might have questions about. Also, feel free to put any questions in the comments below. I will answer any questions that you might have. Find a platform that works for you. I've listed 3 in the description below that you can click on the link. Some do give free stocks, so that will definitely get you started, and that's free. Also, third thing is to take your time. It's gonna take patience, and don't give up. Stay positive. Surround yourself. Talk to people that are gonna encourage you on what your goals may be. And pretty much, this is just my first video, letting you know that you can trade. We can get started for this 2020 year on trading and investing in the stock market. So I hope that this video was a little bit of information, not too much information. And again, if you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll be happy to get back.